Hi guys, what's up everyone? This is Gaurav. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 smart ways to raise money for a graduate university. As a student, you should keep cost, job and salary potential and the repayment options top of your mind from the beginning of the application process rather than the last piece of the puzzle. Nationwide, about 70% of grad students receive financial aid in form of grants, teaching or research assistantships, and of course loans. Now, you have to be prepared how you are going to fund your universities, and the best way is to get funding from the university and many other options which I'm going to tell you in this video. So I'm going to tell you 4 potential ways to get your share and get the smartest way to pay off your university or a graduate course in university. So if you want to find out what are those 4 ways, please keep on watching. Number 1 is seek scholarships. At a graduate level, scholarships tend to be awarded based on students' credential or course of study rather than financial need. Such grants are more common for PhD students, many of whom are able to tap into research funding. Awards can come from a wide range of government agencies, foundation, and other sources if you want the funding. In 2016, the National Science Foundation, for instance, awarded $138,000 each to 2,000 individual students to pursue grad degrees across a range of scientific disciplines as a part of graduate research fellowship program. The US Department of Labor and FastWeb offers list of scholarships that can be searched based on academic interest, locations, and other factors. And I have made so many videos on the websites and places to search for the scholarships. You should definitely check them out because there are so many fundings available for a student that you can be easily paying off your graduate university fees if you are eligible and if you are capable or if you meet certain criteria. Applying early could give students an edge of competition for institution money. Schools with rolling admissions deadlines could see their funding dry up late spring. So there are 2 other things. You apply early or you apply as a rolling admission. What is rolling admission? Let's suppose this is spring, but you keep your application for the fall so that whenever it opens up, the university will see your application first. So that will be a rolling application, and it's very important to be early because if they have limited amount of funding for limited students, and if you meet that criteria, you will be awarded the first one. So please make sure you apply early. Number 2 is work for the university. Teaching and research assistantships are often awarded to PhD students or master students. Many of them will go to become a faculty member or researchers. So usually teaching assistantship is offered during the masters, where you have to grade professors' assignments which the undergrad students made, or you have to help professors in conducting a class or in a laboratory or something like that. And in research assistantship, usually it's given to the PhD aspirant students who are doing PhD, and they are helping professors to invent something or to write a thesis or something like that. So it is usually given to the aspiring PhD students who want to become a faculty in future going to various universities. And awards typically include tuition plus stipend for other expenses and entail 20 or so hours of work a week. So you might work like around 20 hours a week for that positions, and you are paid pretty much good that you can afford your tuition fees, or at least a part of tuition fees, a semester fee or so. It depends on the university. At many institutes, assistantships are viewed not first and foremost as an employment but as a part of the training. So even if you are not getting paid for the assistantship, I think you should get that knowledge and everything, but most of the university, they definitely pay for your assistantship position. Obtaining an assistantship can be competitive, so students should make sure that their marketing skill sets, that they would bring it to the table. You have to be very smart when it comes to all this assistantship position. It matters all of your academics, but also it depends on what experience you have or what extracurricular activities you have. It's not only on GPA criteria. So you have to check with the university and ask the specific departments at your university what are the criteria to apply for those assistantship positions, and you go from there. Number 3 is borrow carefully and have a payback plan. Nearly half of all the graduate students take loans. We come from India or whatever nation you come from, we take education loan to pay for it. Particularly in a professional fields like law and medicine, where average debt levels exceeds $100,000. Currently, grad students can borrow up to $20,500 per year in federal loans at a 5.31% of interest rate here in the United States. The rate is fixed for the life of loan, but the interest figure for new loans is adjusted each summers based on a 10-year US Treasury note. But this is all about American loans. But if you have loan from your home country, like you have many educational loan providers from your home country with a lower interest rate, then you should definitely go with your nation's education loan. You have to compare both, and there might be some complications because you are not a citizen of United States and the interest rate is pretty much high as compared to Indian bank loans. So it's definitely better to go with your home nation educational loan. Now here in US, federal loans features range of flexible payment options that allows borrower to adjust monthly payments and stuff. It's same in India. So make sure that you get the education loan where the risk is low and where the interest rate is low, because as soon as you get a job you'll be able to pay it, but since you will continue the education, the interest rate will be increasing every month and that will be a burden on you. So make sure you select the perfect and the cheapest interest rate education loan for yourself. Number 4 is find a sponsor. 52% of companies offer tuition assistantship for job-related courses, according to the Society of Human Resource Management. More typical in fields like businesses and education, employer-sponsored funding helps about 15% of the grad student to pay for their schools, and up to 5,000 annual of such aids qualify as a tax-free benefit. So most university employees have access to the discounted coursework and etc. So if your employer is sponsoring you to get a graduate degree, then you should definitely do it. So, or find a sponsor. There are many communities which help students to take advantage of their funding and get a graduate degree, but you might have to do something in favor of them, and there are so many options available. The best option is an employer if he's willing to get you education so that you can move ahead in your career. That would be the best way. So guys, this were the 4 ways, in the smartest way to pay for a graduate university. So you have to be very careful that you analyze your loan structure if you're taking a loan, or then if you are taking, you have to be very early in time to get an assistantship position, and then do your best to stand out and plan ahead all the budgeting so that you are not struggling financially. So I hope you get some information from this video, and if you're new to this channel, check out my other contents, and if you like it, please subscribe to my channel. There are more contents to come on, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.